And now U.S. lawmakers are investigating how classified documents about Israel's planned military attack against Iran were leaked. The documents are reportedly from the U.S. Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and House Speaker Mike Johnson calling the leak, quote, very concerning. Joining me now, I have NewsNation senior national security contributor, retired Lieutenant General Richard Newton. Lieutenant General, good to have you on a Monday morning. How big of a deal is this intel leak, and does it change Israel's retaliation plan at all?
Well, good morning, Markie. It's a major deal because any leak of classified documents, particularly as I understand it in media reports that they were marked as top secret, should be very concerning and is very concerning. It happened within a Department of Defense, reportedly intelligence organization and so forth. I'm sure Secretary Austin and others will get to the root of the leak, but this is something no one wants to see this. It actually, at the end of the day, it puts people in harm's way and raises the danger to them. So I'm sure we'll find the root of this leak. But indeed, it was reportedly marked with top secret. It talked about the plans that Israel had in terms of perhaps counter-striking Iran, specific, their air campaign and so forth. So this is not a good thing, and as I mentioned, it puts the mission in harm's way, and certainly men and women in harm's way as well.
Yeah, and what about our relationship with Israel? What does it do there? Because reports say that this was a low-level government official who leaked the documents. Do you think that could possibly drive a wedge between the relationship between us and Israel?
I don't think it'll drive a wedge. I think we'll get to the root of it and protect, but it's something that the United States has to be very concerned about. Finding out the source of the leak and then trying to make sure that it doesn't happen again is the most important thing. I don't believe it'll really hurt U.S.-Israeli relationships, although it's very concerning, and I'm sure, as I mentioned, Secretary Austin is going to find the root of the cause of this leak.
And as I mentioned, too, Israel started attacking financial institutions with ties to Hezbollah on Sunday in an aim to expose how Iran funds Hezbollah through civilian entities. What does Israel gain by showing how Iran funds the terrorist group?
Well, first and foremost, Israel's been decimating the Hezbollah leadership, certainly going after military targets, also their missile sites and so forth. This is another element of Hezbollah's strength, going after their financial institutions now. It's not necessarily a strict military target, but it's one that goes and hits the vast financial network of Hezbollah, specifically in Lebanon. It's going after a banking institution that provides not only host illicit funding for Hezbollah, but also, Markie, the transfer of funds within the Hezbollah network itself. And so this is a significant effort by Israel to go after all aspects of Hezbollah's strength. Again, mentioned they've gone after their leadership, they're going after their military capabilities, now they're going after their financial institutions.
Also, Lieutenant General, I wanted to pick your brain on this because we're just learning this morning that U.S. envoy Amos Hochstein will hold talks with Lebanese officials in Beirut today on conditions for a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hezbollah. What do you hope is said there and accomplished in those talks today?
Well, U.S. is, again, trying to be as forthcoming as we possibly can to engage with, in Lebanon, perhaps with Hezbollah and so forth, whatever, glint of hope. And it's very small right now in terms of moving forward with any type of ceasefire negotiations. I may also add, Markie, that Secretary Blinken is going to be in the region. He leaves for Egypt tomorrow. It'll be his 10th visit. And so there is again, lots of U.S. efforts right now. As you mentioned, Hochstein's there, but then Blinken will also follow in Egypt. Again, I think expectations are very low right now, and they should be, because Israel has its hands full. It's on a multi-front war, not only with, in Hamas is still prevalent, or not prevalent, but still there in Gaza. You've got Hezbollah, of course, activities going on there. And then there's this whole idea of I believe will be soon, a counterstrike against Iran at Israel's time and choosing.
Yeah, and we know U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin in Ukraine today, so multiple American dignitaries all across for multiple different conflicts today. Lieutenant General Richard Newton, hope you had a great weekend. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.